Okay.
Looks like live, right?
I think so. Let me check on my phone to make sure it actually worked on Facebook, but I think so. Yep. Yep, it's working.
Actually, if you don't mind flipping around the phone, I guess I do like it that way.
Okay.
So I can see what I can see. I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Come on in. I think you're live. Oh, good. We got somebody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. See Hyatt Ceramics. Thanks for coming in. On YouTube, looks like. Yeah. Awesome. We're having a little. Jeff's been gone, so the tech doesn't want to work. Isn't it? I think it's kind of crazy. I haven't even checked my office computer yet. It's always kind of frustrating when I come back. Nothing. Just got to remember who I am. So yeah. So we're getting started. Got a couple things going on here today. So yeah, we will be start here shortly. Where are you from, C. Hyatt? There is an echo. It must be on your. That would be probably on your side. I don't know if you're using earphones and computer. That should be something coming from your end. So I don't know if you must have. For the echo, it should have two volumes going, like a laptop and your headphones, or yeah. So yeah. Oops, what happened here? Oh, what did I do? You're good.
Okay, cool. Just a technical difficulty day.
Oh yeah, that's right. Get back on here. Hello, Jerry. How's Jerry doing? What have you been up to? Yeah, I don't hear the echo. Okay, yeah, just okay. Good, you got it. Perfect. All right, yeah. Thanks for letting us know those kind of details, because some things we can fix from this end, so from our end. But yeah. Well, all right. So a couple things going on here. Hello, Instagram. And yeah, so we're on here. Took a little minute to get back on air here, but yeah, just wanted to share a couple things and kind of summarize the old Korean trip. So it was quite the experience. It was a different experience than the last time I went, because I was invited. Woohoo! Look at this fanciness. My own banner. Look familiar? Woohoo! So I had this banner was hanging in a park. You might have saw some pictures. I was invited by the Korean Ceramics Association, who are doing these international exchanges, and so this is year 4. So they're trying to build it. Hopefully next year it's going to be in the U.S. in California probably. So look forward to that. And yeah, so it was amazing to be there as an artist. And then we did made some pieces to go into a kiln the first couple days, an opening ceremony, and then we moved on to the place with all of our work to fire it in the kiln, load it in the kiln, and we had another opening ceremony there to welcome us there, and then we kind of along the way we visited studios and some other little destinations, but nothing really touristy, just enjoying the Korean cuisine each meal, and being welcomed and cared for, and being able to hang out with. We didn't really able to talk much because of the language barrier. We did do a little bit of that with a couple of them knew English a little bit, and other times we used translators, but it becomes a challenge and needs a lot of energy to on both sides to kind of deal with the awkwardness of first not knowing each other, but then second using a translator. But I just wanted to share some of the pieces I brought back, and kind of my rule is I only buy pieces that I know the person that made them, and on these long trips it has to be small so that I can fit in my suitcase to get back. So then I can bring a variety of different things, and then also things that people gave me on the trip and as well. So yeah, so it's fun. I also came back this time with, I really love the Korean tongs. They use them for Korean barbecue, but they're great for all kinds of other stuff. And they're only $1 a piece, basically, less than $1. So I brought back a whole bunch of these. I just brought to show you 3 different sizes. And this one is a little bit different because it's got the teeth are on the bottom. But anyway, I really like these tongs, and so yeah, came back with like a dozen of them. And then let's see what else. As far as, I brought some other little kind of normal standard use kitchenware, because I really love the efficiency of Koreans, and even in the restaurants they have basically in the restaurant, if this was the table, right to my side here under the table would be a drawer, and in the drawer would have chopsticks, metal chopsticks, and then spoons. And so each person gets a spoon. And you can see it's like a flat spoon. It's not really a one meant to have soup with. It's meant, I think, mainly for the soft. This is my own analysis. You know me. I always have that. But they have soft tofu quite often, and you can't really use your chopsticks for the soft tofu, so they use the spoon. So that's how important tofu is in their culture, and everything is made with either soy or rice. So pretty much, so all the different non-vegetable or meat products are made with tofu or rice. So yeah, but also you could use it. It's okay, customary to use it as to scoop rice with or other things. If you want to be more in a hurry, the normal pace, you could use chopsticks. But they're kind of flat. They're a little bit different than typical chopsticks, and some people don't really feel slippery. But I like them because they're kind of rectangle. They're not rounded or square. So it kind of just gives you a different kind of approach. But yeah. So anyway, so the chopsticks. So almost every restaurant, and I think I have one at home, but I didn't get any more this time. But they also come with a little aluminum cup, or they have them at the restaurant. So then they give you a carafe of water, and so that you can have water with your typical items. And then they have pottery pieces for all the other stuff, pretty much. So the general thing. So yeah, so it's and every meal is served with some different relishes, like always kimchi, always a version of kimchi, and then a bunch of other different fermented vegetables. Mainly, I think they're pretty much all vegetables. But yeah, all different. And my favorite ones are the cucumber ones, or these radishes that are like pickled / fermented. So it's you're here in Echo too, so I don't know what that would be, but I think it might be on your end. Just try it on your end. Usually echoes are created by 2 different volume sources. So if you have it on especially if you're using headphones, earbuds, that's what will cause an echo. But anyway, if anybody else is hearing that, let us know. But pretty sure it's on your end. And I didn't. We had a little technical difficulty. I poured these packets of coffee. I was just saying, in most of the cultures I'm learning, in England, Europe, and Asia, they pretty much all use instant versions of coffee. And so I actually really like it. It's got a nice flavor. And I poured it into this fun tiger bowl made by Jin Wook, the main host for the event. And they typically just use bowls for large amounts of liquid. Otherwise, they would use a cup more like this size to have small portions of tea or even coffee. So, yeah. It's a lot of fun, very fun, such big cultural differences, but yet we're all the same in the end. So there's lots of, I love to see those differences. So I just picked up a few things. Again, this is Jin Wook. Jin Wook, I never can say his name right, but Lee is his last name, Mr. Lee, and his friend gave him an English name, Pablo. So this is made by Pablo, aka Pablo Picasso. But he likes to draw these playful figures onto his pots. And so I got a couple things from him. I bought a little teapot. Also, we had matcha. And I really didn't even know what matcha was. Like I had it, I think, a couple times. I tried some of these, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. But now it makes a little more sense. I didn't really realize that it's basically pulverized green tea leaves, and so it's very concentrated tea, and so it kind of has a stronger flavor. But yeah, so we had it made for us, and it was really frothy, and yeah, so it was good. But yeah, definitely an experience. But yeah, so they use this little cup like this to kind of moisten up with cold water to moisten up the matcha, and then they stirred it up, and then they added hot water to really give it the froth. So yeah, and so I got it. So that was that. The one who served us the matcha made these pieces. He seemed very. His kind of passion is kind of showing the work that was originally Korean potters that Japan came and stole captured all the I'm not sure what year it was, but a long time ago. Took all the Korean potters and taught them. But anyway, so it seems more of a Japanese culture today, but apparently historically this would have been Korean style of work. So yeah, so definitely influence in that ancient kind of work, and so I love this kind of bowl. It's got a kind of textured rough outside with a glossy inside, and then this ikebana, which is a kind of a vessel to put a little stem of flower in there, and then put water in the little well, so it'll so a single stem kind of vase. I'll switch these out so you can see a little better maybe. And then we were able to go to this opening, and it was like we weren't really told ahead of time very much about what was happening. We just thought we were meeting an artist at his opening. We didn't know that was going to be the opening ceremony. But anyway, and that his two daughters were part of the exhibition as well, and his wife was making all the food, and they owned the cafe and the gallery that was in. It was brand new, and his wife, who seemed the sweetest and really hardworking, so of course I had to buy some pieces of hers, and these were typical pieces that were in their cafe for little, probably for those pickled, fermented vegetables. It's a common size bowl for that, and then a little tea bowl to sip tea with. So I was very happy to, and you might have seen the picture on that was out there with me and three ladies. There was their two daughters and the mother, and this was the mother's work. So it was really kind of happy and joyful to me to buy that. So it's still very difficult to know everybody's names. That's such a challenge. They even how to pronounce them correctly, and I'm already bad at that. Even English words, so when there's just a little bit of difference, I have a real difficult time. But so I don't know all the names of the potters very well. But this was made by an Ungi potter, and that's a traditional way of making vessels or fermentation jars in Korea. and it's a special clay that they use. So it's really dark. It creates this really dark clay, and they're fired in the giant kilns. But so I bought a little cup from him. It was an amazing presentation, and also we received this really nice tea ceremony and matcha desserts, and yeah, it was really wonderful. So yeah, and as part of the tour, we so this is one studio we visited. This is the second studio we visited, and this was the opening we went to, and we went to Pablo's studio, and that's where I got the other ones. Now these particular ones came from, there's all three of them actually. One, they gave us this little whistle from a previous event, and it's from the Celadon Museum, and it's this beautiful, beautiful facility on an ancient site that was the main point of all of Celadon and the creation of Celadon, apparently. So yeah, so very historic site, and so Celadon is the color of these pieces, and the man giving the tour, his wife made this cup, and so that's where I got this. And the reason I really like it is it has this traditional crane shape, and they pay a lot of attention to nature, and especially the cranes. They have this kind of elegance and beauty, and you got to see some in person too. But they're basically the majority of them, the main ones, are like the blue herrings we have here in the States, and they're really blue. They're not white. But then they have the egrets, which are also very prevalent there. So yeah, so I love them. And then there's this little. They made this little chopstick holder, with a little bird on it, and yeah, so I thought it was a kind of fun token of the place we were at. And they actually have a production studio there where they make a bunch of stuff, and this particular piece was made by that. We got to see the little studio where they're working. And this was given we each got these from one of the artists there. He's also an Ungi potter, but he also makes this kind of whimsical, kind of fun pottery stuff that sells in his gallery. And so yeah, it was really nice that he gave these. I was kind of surprised because he was kind of a rough kind of person, and kind of seemed annoyed that we were there. But turns out that was just the crust of this really sweet guy and playful guy. So it was fun to get these from him, and then yeah, as well. So yeah, so it was fun. Mainly in the trip that we got to spend a lot of time with other Korean potters and artists and get to know them, and yeah, and they wanted to share and treat us to so many different things. It was really nice. But yeah, and one of my favorite pieces I got from the trip is that we got this nice kind of mobile. It's a fish mobile and hangable, and I thought it was so sweet of her to give me this, and I really like it, and find a good place to hang it somewhere. But I had given her some forms that I brought along, and she had to, of course, immediately find something that she could give to me of hers. So I was very grateful for that. So yes. So thanks for kind of listening and being interested in that. But I thought I would just share with some of those of you that have been following along and curious, and kind of give you just a little insight of my trip there. And it was I'm so grateful and honored and understand the privilege that I had to be invited and to participate in this event. It was very much a treasured time and event in my life and journey in this clay world. And so yeah, it was amazing. I was there with five other international artists. I guess there were 6 of us. One from China, 2 from California, 1 from South Carolina, and 1 from Peru. And so yeah, it was really treasured. From Jerry, I think you would like Jerry. Really love these, I think. So yeah, I think you kind of make some similar things to these as well already. But yeah. So yes. So it's amazing the opportunities that have come from being involved in this pottery world. But we're looking forward to Gretchen and I going to visit. Oh, my birthday's coming up. Oh, yeah, all right. We can make this. That could be a possible thing. You might just have to come over here during your birthday, and it could be yours. Yeah. Gretchen and I get to go to visit some customers and friends that are in Lyon, France, and Barcelona, Spain. So looking forward to that. Gretchen's knee has been bothering her, so hopefully the trip goes really well for her. But yeah, kind of anxious about that, and she is as well. But yeah, I'm glad she's coming. So yeah. I would love to try your products. I can't afford to try them out. Interesting, yeah. You must be must be somewhere around the world, but yeah. Hopefully you'll get a chance. So, yeah. So that is the little Korean tour. Hopefully you get an opportunity to go if. I definitely encourage you to visit Asia, Japan, Korea, China if you can. Don't listen to it's definitely a little bit scary on your first trip. You can totally understand that. But once you go, I heard Julia Feld, who was with me, one of the artists, like how she put it, like it's a little scary the first trip, but the second trip you can't wait to get back. It's it's so true. It's once you go there and kind of get over that this negative energy that we have here towards Asia as far as traveling there. They have the same anxiety that come to the U.S. They think everybody has a gun and they're gonna get shot, but which may be the case, but I don't think that's going to be true. So you gotta avoid block out that fear and go. And it's no different than a 14-hour car ride to somewhere in the U.S. than taking the plane 14 hours there. And once you're there, it's just unbelievable the treasures and adventures that lie. And the food all seems so crazy and different, but yeah, if you have to eat it, you eat it, and it's wonderful. It's different for sure, but it's amazing. So, anyway, moving on, we have kind of softly made these some new Wallies available online, and now I'm going to officially tell you that they're online. So we're going to have a sale. So I know some of you have maybe already bought them, but I know that they were full price, but that was the price you had to pay for getting them early. So now, if we have these fun little Wally shapes that really go well with the educational market, and also really fun to make different themed pieces as well. So we have their 6 new Wally shapes. They're all right around 4 to 5 inches, depending on the shape, and they're great for little projects from very beginner potters to experienced potters. So it just helps create the shape. We made this boot for our show in Texas, and it went over super well and had a lot of excitement. So we wanted to make these live for you. There are 3 stars. There's an 8-point star, a Bethlehem star, which may be the most difficult one to make. And then we have a 5-star, which also could be a starfish, or we have the Star of David / Sheriff's Badge, depending on what part of the world you're from. And so those are those. The seashell, I think, is going to be an amazing one. And I imagine by the spring, when everybody's at the beach avoiding winter, we will be making different sizes of these shells, but not yet. And the moon, to go with some of our other things as well. So yeah. Could you scroll on the Instagram one? I don't know if there's any. I guess that's it. I haven't had any comments for a bit. So yeah. So they're live and they're 20% off for the weekend. We're gonna have a few other things kind of coming out this fall. So yeah, lots on the docket and lots of new things coming. And we will let you know as they come. And yeah, so anybody have any questions about new forms, new shapes, Korea? Having difficulties? I'll give you this as your chance. We got a Q&A for the next 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how many questions there are. But yeah, we'd love to chat with you and answer any questions. This instant coffee almost tastes like it's kind of a cross between chocolate milk and coffee. It doesn't have a chocolate flavor, but for some reason it reminds me of chocolate. Yeah, I really like it. I like these little chop click things, and we went on a historical place talking about Korean history, which I don't really know that much about. I'm not very good, not a very big guy on history, but also some of the cultural things. And one thing is the mockingjays, I forget what they're called. But the birds that fly around, they're really beautiful, and they anyway, if you see them and they're singing, it's supposed to bring you good luck, like luck for that day. And so anyway, so I made a little stamp. Hopefully that we'll get the pot that made it. You see it anyway. But yeah, what show in Texas? We were in Denton, Texas. North of Dallas and Fort Worth at it was a CCSA convention. It was a convention for studio owners, and it was in a hotel there. So there was quite a few other vendors there as well, but it was a really nice event. And CCSA online, if you want to look them up, ccsaonline.com. They're just an organization to help studios with different topics. But it's yeah, it's a great organization and a great thing to be a member of if you want a studio and need business help. So maybe you're an artist and never owned a business. It's a great organization to be a part of. Or maybe you have some extra money to put into a business and you're not sure what to do. And maybe you want it to be fun, a pottery party kind of making activity. That's what CCSA kind of covers. That business. So yeah. All right. Well. Choo choo. There we go. Well, anyway, it's great to be home for a couple days and pack up and head out again, but I'm glad I could just spend a little time here chatting with you. And so yeah, let us know. I hope you like the new shapes, and if yeah, I hope we can take advantage of that little discount at the moment. And we will talk to you all soon. Any last questions? This is your chance. All right. Okay, everyone. Bye for now. And we'll see you soon.